14. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package
21,
look.
21. 12, fellas, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
21, 21. 11.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
12.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
13. Clock.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Lions had 3-9 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a mark partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
21. Fight.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a give right side Swift. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
65.
Swift going to try up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by DJ Wanham.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
21.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw now. Here's Love. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. Nope.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 14. Lions, nothing. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Nelson Aguilar on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
13. Clock. Go ahead.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
At the 18-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
19 right. Mustang 19.
Love now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Love. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
21.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Garoppolo. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
65.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love right back to Cook for another completion. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Throwing. Love. Steps away to his left. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Love. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. On the move to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 11. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
13.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
21. Here we go. 21.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
No, Reed, no.
They run again on first down. Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
11. 65.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
21. 12, fellas, here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Love the effort, love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty,
Here we go.
and it gets you nothing.
21. 11.
Garoppolo now. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Lewis Seen. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
That good for 19 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
38, Lions 17.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On play action, now Garoppolo.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
11. Here 21. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Garoppolo's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Here we go. Wait.
Here's Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the two-point try.
One, Omaha.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go, here we go.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
18, right here. Trap 60.
Love from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One final try now for Garoppolo. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Minnesota, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.